Enough is enough.
All right, so we definitely got to talk about a few things, ladies and gentlemen, and let me spare you of the cringe that you guys have probably been seeing for the past 72 hours. This is going to be a gamer giving you his perspective on a lot of stuff that's been happening so far, all right? So this video I want to dedicate strictly to Microsoft because in the past 72 hours, we got confirmation of what's happening with Microsoft and, of course, their acquisitions with Bethesda. Now, you guys already know Microsoft purchased them for $7.5 billion, and ever since then, the community has either been shooken up, depending on how you look at it, or many people have changed their tone, so to speak, with Microsoft, and, of course, agendas have crushed in the same instance. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I am someone who platinums a lot of games. This is no secret. This is something I'm proud of. I play a lot of games. I put a lot of effort into these games, okay? So I don't just talk about it. I literally be about it when it comes to this platform and what I say. And let me tell you right now, I have never been a big fan of Bethesda's games. I have never co-signed for a Bethesda game, and I have never hyped a Bethesda game for quite some time. In fact, I don't think I ever have. Since, like, for the longest. I just haven't done so. So the reason why I'm telling you this is very simple, because I already know as soon as I'm about to say what I'm about to say, I'm gonna have some guy say, oh, you're upset that this games are more likely not gonna come to your platform of choice, and that right there is simply not the case. This is me keeping the same energy with you, for one, and being honest with you. Something that is very lacking in this community, and it's really annoying. I've seen more people cap for Bethesda than I ever seen before. In fact, it has gotten so out of hand to where when you ask these people who claim to love Bethesda and are putting Bethesda as this crazy milestone type of thing, they can't even show you proof that they play any game from Bethesda. And then when you check their progress in these games, these dudes have never touched a Bethesda game. Riddle me that. What is going on here? I see people sitting there going, oh, Bethesda doesn't need to watch their quality control because Bethesda puts out amazing games. I kid you not. I was on Lucas' podcast not too long ago, about 2 days ago. And I've read some retarded comments in that comment section. Let me tell you, man. One dude's like, oh, this guy's a bullshitter. Microsoft doesn't have to watch Bethesda because Bethesda's going to be on top of their game with quality. I'm sitting here looking like, did we forget about Fallout 76? You know, the very game that has shook the community for Bethesda, and many people looked at Bethesda different. Really? Again, I'm not even trying to turn this into a rant. All I'm saying for Microsoft, if they truly want to go all out and show that they're in it to win it, so to speak, it's not about spending $7.5 billion. It's about maintaining a standard and keeping us up to date. That's how you do it. You set out the games, you set that standard, you keep that standard as is, and you push the quality. And this right here is going to put pressure on Sony, especially if those games do well and legit impress us. This is going to spread the message to Sony that, guess what? Hey, Sony, you're going to have to do this, that, and the third to match that quality. That's what I want from Bethesda and Microsoft. But in order for us to get that type of result, Microsoft has to be on top of their game and watch every single thing that Bethesda does. Bethesda cannot release a broken game like hell, even worse than Cyberpunk, right? They can't release a broken game and leave it to the community to fix. They can't do that. They have to be on top of their game. And to the people who don't play Bethesda's game and all of a sudden are huge fans, do me a huge favor. I really hope you buy and support these games because you need to. Seriously, you really need to. All the capping, please stop. It doesn't do anything for this community, and it looks dumb. And on top of all that, to bury the last hatchet here too, All these dudes who I've seen for the longest time who like to put guys like me in bubbles when we either talk about exclusives. Granted, I don't brag about them. I talk about them because, I play them. Unlike some people in this community, I play them, right? I'm just saying, when we talk about exclusives, we talk about exclusives because we're excited. We're hyped. We want to play these games. We want to see what these games can do to immerse us in the experience. You know what's funny about a lot of these dudes who all of a sudden were against exclusivity or now hyped for it? That is probably the biggest turn I have seen all day. I've seen dudes saying, oh, why do you care about exclusives? Especially going back to Horizon Zero Dawn. Why do you care about exclusives? Doesn't matter. And then as soon as this deal gets finalized 2 days later, oh, exclusives are great. It's business, guys. It's all part of the pie. Let me tell you right now. If you are one of these individuals that claim that you speak for us and that you are against anti-consumer practices and that you do not like XYZ, that you like to put people in bubbles in, do me a huge favor, slap yourself because you're a hypocrite. You dudes do not game. That is just apparent to me. It is so ridiculous. I have seen so many people who have been, who literally built channels around this word anti-consumer, right? These dudes who dedicate their lives to being the voice box for this corporation, which is Microsoft, and yet these same dudes are now championing exclusive, saying this is the biggest win for the community. This is the biggest win for the gaming industry. And I'm sitting here wondering what is happening here. Seriously, what is happening here? Can y'all help me? Seriously, can you help me help you? I need answers. I don't know what to say anymore. I really don't. It's like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I think we make progress one day, we go back to square one the next day. We go back to square one this day, we make a little progress this time. When is it ever going to be consistent? When can this community be consistent for a change? Seriously, when? Is it so hard for this community to be united and be like legit consistent on what they want? Is it? Anyway, that's my take on the whole Bethesda thing. Like I said before, I'll say it again. I don't care about these games. Never did. It's good for Microsoft. Anybody upset about this shouldn't be. Really, Microsoft needs it. So let them have it. Let them have it. As far as these games launching exclusive for Microsoft and whether or not they might drop on PlayStation, here's the thing. I'm not like a lot of these dudes who act like, oh, we need to have them. No. I could care less where they go. They can be exclusive. Like they said, some will be exclusive, some will not. Who cares? It comes down to quality. Let's just hope that quality is there and Microsoft is on point with there. If they're not, we'll be right back here to talk about this, and we'll talk about that $7.5 billion investment. But for right now, I need a lot of you dudes who are so quick on the internet, who are so quick on social media. How many of you dudes to pick up the sticks and actually game for a change and stop looking like frauds on this very platform that you claim that you know something about? It's pathetic. Rant over. It's your boy signing out. I'm out of here. Deuces.